Alright, so Romelu Lukaku sucked at Chelsea, man, on the pitch and in the locker room. He also missed like 5 different open goals at the World Cup and punched a window in depression after. So it ain't been too good for my guy lately, but what if he wasn't struck by the Chelsea striker curse? I've restored him back to 88 overall and we're gonna let him live his dream. First match of the season was Leicester away, where Lukaku made up for his sins and scored the only goal of the game. Next we had his old club Everton, and Lukaku spared no feelings, getting himself a nice brace for a calm 2-0 win. After that we traveled to his old City, and this time it was Sterling who scored to get us the win over AC. But then against Crystal Palace, Olise scored a beauty and Varela put him up 2 in the second for a surprise end to the winning run. It was still a great start though, as we sat third after 6 games. But away at Spurs, they got the better of us as Kane tapped one in early while Ziyech unluckily hit the post. Then we had Liverpool at Anfield right after, where it was looking better after Goretzka and Lukaku exchanged goals, but a Salah pin put us down once again late on. We finally redeemed ourselves against Newcastle, as while Isak got the first goal, Lukaku and Sterling paired up to turn the result around for a tough 2-1 win. However, against another old club of Lukaku's, we conceded one early again and just couldn't find the equalizer, leaving us on a rough run after a golden start. Had to refocus as we were 7th now, and we began to climb back against Brentford as Silva scored from a corner and Fernandes got the eventual winner. We welcomed Forest to Stamford Bridge next, where Lukaku tapped in an easy one and Sterling fired one near post for a comfortable 2-0 win. A tough away day at West Ham came after, and while Lukaku scored the first again, Paqueta leveled the score with a pen and we had to settle for a draw. But it was still much better feels going into a massive game against Man City. We were bright early with Lukaku forcing 2 great saves from Ederson, but in the 38th, Haaland bagged the pen for the first goal of the game. Then he saw another chance saved by Kepa, but unfortunately we couldn't convert our own and we lost a tight 1-1-0. That meant we were doing even worse in the league now, 8th place at the halfway. Ignore those problems for a sec though, as we were in the Carabao semis, where Kepa saved brilliantly and Sterling finished brilliantly for a nice first leg win over Wolves. A big game at Old Trafford came after, and even though Sterling fumbled and the game stole this Havertz goal, Sterling redeemed himself late on to sneak us 3 points. Arsenal was a bit tougher though, with Salah bagging the only goal for a 1-0 loss. However, in the second leg at Wolves, Lukaku ended his short goal drought to send us through to the final. Before that though, we drew Barca in the CL, and a very exciting game commenced with many events, but it was a Cucurella header in the end that won us the first leg. And that was great momentum going into an all-London final against Spurs. We threw the first blow through Sterling, and then he assisted Ziyech for a blistering start. And while Kane got one back for him, it just wasn't enough as we won our first trophy of the season. Second leg against Barca went well also, as Lukaku got the crucial goal to send us through to the quarters. And back to the league for a sec after, and this time it was Havertz with the goal for a nice win over the Saudis. But honestly man, the league was lost, bro. Not only were we 7th, but Man City were undefeated and 22 points clear at the top. So yeah, yo, full focus to the CL, where we drew Real Madrid in the quarters. Like, what is this luck, dog? However, the first leg was alright, as after withstanding some pressure, Lukaku curled in a beauty, and while Valverde scored after, it was still a draw from the Bernabeu. And then at the bridge, we came through clutch, with Christian Pulisic being the hero in extra time to get us past an impossible draw. Our next opponent, Leipzig, was much more manageable, but after some crackhead goalkeeping, we could only get a draw in Germany. In the second leg, we came alive though, as Sterling curled one in and Romelu Lukaku bagged a brilliant brace to send us through to the big one. Prior to that though, we were still alive for top 4, barely, but we had to try. Unfortunately against Villa, however, we could only exchange goals through Wahi and Lukaku, and I guess we just suck at league games. Our second to last game at Molineux was better, as psych, I'm just kidding. We had to rely on a lucky deflection to get another draw. So yeah, league was done, bro, but screw that, because now we had the much more important CL final against Leverkusen. They started it early with a goal from Hudson-Odoi, and then Lukaku had his penalty saved by Herdecki. But luckily, it was Raheem Sterling who emerged as our hero, as he produced 2 lovely finishes to make us champions of the most prestigious trophy. We did end up finishing 7th in the league, absolutely tragic. Lukaku was a success though, with a 30 goal 6 assist stat line in 60 total games, but it was Sterling who was our leader with 32-4, then Ziyech 11-11, Havertz 6-10, and that's gonna be about it. I mean, kind of a weird one, you know, very disappointing league result, but we won the CL, so. Also got the Carabao, and Lukaku did beat the washed allegations, so I guess it was a success. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.